Hello and welcome back to Fairhead. So, in the last episode we got a load of silage that we needed to pick up, sort out from the cornfield. So we've got a load of maize silage on its way. We have a load of silage bales in our small grass field that we should really get ready to sell. Well, they are ready to sell, it's just waiting for the price to get to the right sort of level. So what we're doing today is we need quite a bit of hay and we need to get rid of as much slurry as we can. Cows need more roughage. We've got plenty of moisture food now. I do need to go and get a bucket so that we can actually feed it to them. So we're going to get this field and probably the one on the top of the hill behind us completed. We need hay out of these. The cows need it. And like I say, we need to get rid of as much of the slurry as we can out of the cow enclosure, because there's nearly 100,000 litres in there. And yeah, it's going to be full very, very soon. And while we have that slurry tank rented, it makes sense to get it all out there as soon as possible and get it done. As I said last time as well, it will be September, which it is now. So we're going to get as much done in September as we can in regards to this grass work. So loads of hay bales, loads of I don't think we need to do any more silage bales, but definitely some grass bales as well. So hay and grass are today's priority. That should be decent enough headland that we can actually get round and not trample everything down that we're meant to be mowing. Set it out a little bit further. Right, so I'll get as much of this mowed as I can, and I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I'm setting the mower off on a work now and just seeing how it actually goes. It should be fine. But if this will actually do it, I think what we need to do is potentially go and sell a load of silage bales, which we made a couple of episodes ago, because we need a larger mower. The amount of mowing that we have to do on a regular basis sort of warrants having a bigger mower. I don't really know what I've got in mind. There's nothing in the sale. We also need to buy a cultivator as well. But let's get back to mowers for a second. Don't really know what I've got in mind. Maybe we'll go back for that with a front mower as well. That sort of setup makes sense. We could actually pretty much afford that as we are. Excuse me. What else is there? Yeah, something like that and that together would be absolutely fine. And they'll go on the class quite nicely. So we'll grab the class tractor and we'll go and get a new mowing set up. So I'll grab the trailer, get it filled up, and then I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, so we need to know where the best place to sell these is. So it's just whole crop silage, it's nothing special. And I know it's not exactly the ideal time to sell it, but silage sales, where's that? Is that the one over there? No, it's one at the main store. I guess we've got to go that way. Yeah, we'll go that way. Right, so I'll get this turned round and we'll take a nice drive to silage stores. I could do it facing the correct way. Where are we going to turn it round? Small field? Hopefully. I'm hoping the worker can get most of that field mowed up. It will save us a massive job later. And if it can, then we'll go and grab the tedder and get the worker on that as well. But we'll make our way now to silage sales, which is right at the main store, and I will see you when we get there. Okay, so we're just coming up to the store now, and what I did do actually at the store was remove them two big concrete posts. It just makes the access a little bit easier, and I'm considering removing a fence as well, both sides. It's still quite a tight squeeze, as you can see. So now I think our trailer is well stocked. So yeah, let's go and remove that. Whoops. And that should be completely out of the way now. I don't think there's any barbed wire left. Yep. So that'll just make access a little bit easier. We should be able to get some bigger equipment around the areas now as well, which would help quite a lot. Let's get this lot sold, and we'll see what we can afford really. I would like maybe another larger tractor. That would be wicked. So to unload, it is transport position, unload bales. Bring them down. Hoping they're all in the trigger there, so unload here. All but 3. Oof, I was hoping to get a bit more than that. Oh, that hurt. That hurts. Oh, dear me. Right, what can we afford then? So, like I said before, there's nothing in the sale. But, when it comes to mowers, what does that take? 120... 185. What is our tractor? 205. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the larger 2 pieces together. Awesome. Right, I'm not going to leave this trailer here because I'll just forget to come and get it. So I'll take the trailer back and then come back for the new mower setup. So I will come back to you when I've done that. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, the worker's not really doing a fantastic job there of that. So we'll go and grab the Ford, stop the worker, and we'll continue on. Why did I jump past it? That mower up, get this Ford out of the way, and we'll just go round with our new mower set up and finish this off. It shouldn't take long at all. So what I could even do is get the Ford set up with the tedder, but let's go and get this new mower setup used first. Okay, so should lower everything. There we go. Why the name's not folding down? There we go. Right, so this should run this fairly well. There we go. Yeah, like I say, this should run this fairly well with what we've got here. Got some conditioned and some not conditioned. That's the front loader, isn't it? Let's get that tool changed. There we go. That should, in theory, fix that. Yeah. Yeah, so that work kept leaving gaps. And the more we can get done, the quicker, the better. But yeah, this is handling this really well. I was expecting it to be a little bit more of a struggle, but doable. So it seems to have worked. So better.
So much faster.
Yes. It starts on a hill nicely. Excellent. Right, I'll get this finished up and I'll cut to when this grass is all mowed up. I'm sure you don't want to see me time lapse another bit of mowing just yet. Right, so I decided I'd mow basically everything. There's only the small field left to go, but we'll leave that for now. So all we need to do now is turn that one into, well, we need to ted the big field, and then we can get everything rowed and baled at the same time. We'll use follow me for that. So we'll fold up this mower setup, we'll go and put it away, we'll grab the tedder on the Ford, I think, so we'll put this away in a few minutes. We'll just do the tedding first. You know what, no, I'll start putting things away properly, if I can find a nice place to put it. Will it go in there? Is that a collision? I don't want to do that. Really could do with sorting all this grass equipment out. Right, so the tedder is unfolded. Hopefully this all works without an issue, which it should do. There's no reason for it not to. Excellent. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple of headlands round here, and then we'll grab the windrow on the class, and hopefully start rowing some of this up. Then again, I might wait and get the windrow on this and use the class on the baler. Yeah, and I'll use follow me. So that should... yeah, I'll do it that way. Right, I'll get this tedded and then I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Okay, so I've grabbed the row. We've got the worker in there tedding. So I'm wondering if I want to follow him round while I row, or do I get in the other fields? If I do that, I might rent another tractor so we've got 3 working at once. But we'll have to have a look at what sort of prices they're in. We don't need small tractor. We could even go for a medium tractor. It's so expensive though. Even though these small medium tractors are still, you know, much more powerful than some that we've got. But I am tempted to give it like a Fendt a try out. Something I haven't used in any of the series yet. What other Fendt? I'm sure there's another one or two. There's another one there. I think it'd be silly to get one that's too big, literally just for pulling our baler around. Go for old Fiat. Yeah, what we'll do, we'll get the Gen 6, and we'll say we borrowed it on it as a demonstrator, so we'll give ourselves the money back. Basically everything's staying standard on it, apart from we'll make it the highest horsepower it can be, because why not? Clearance light, warning signs, front load attacher, no. Yeah, so that's going to be 9,774. So we'll get ourselves that money back. 9,774. Yeah. So we'll go and grab the Fendt. Hey, listen to that. Don't think there's anything else we need to get while we're here to take back. Though we do need to buy a cultivator. Let's have a look for a cultivator. We may as well while we're going this way. We do need one. Now we've got to be careful of what we can actually pull. That's about as big as we can have. 24.5 grand. Ooh. No, I'm not going to do it yet, because we will eventually need it, and we'll just lease one, I think. So how fast is this? 34 mile an hour it can go. Right, so we'll actually I know it sounds a bit daft, but we'll put the windrow on this, and then we can actually drive this tractor and row everything up while the class follows us and bales everything. There you go, we've actually got a demonstrator tractor. Why not? I'll see you back at the farm. Okay, so we have the class behind the Fendt. Hopefully it's actually going to do what I'm expecting it to do, which it looks like it is. Oh yes. So we'll get this all rowed up and baled up, and we'll have to do this for all 3 fields, so I'll time lapse one and then just cut the rest. So I will be back with you in a few minutes.
Hear me out,
so we're nearly actually done there. Obviously there's bits of it that wouldn't ted up, which is a shame. I'll just grab this last little bit that can be tedded, and let's see that. And then we'll just get the rest of this rowed and baled. Excellent, so that is the ford done with for today. We're not far off done with baling all this up, and then I'll just get on top of the hill done there off camera. And then we'll get on with the main job for today, which is actually trying to get rid of as much slurry as we can out of our slurry pit, because it's full. There's like 96,000 litres or something there. So it's just too much, we need to get it done. So let's get back in that fence, which is awesome by the way. Turn that row back on. And it'll take a few seconds really to do this. And we'll have to go and get the auto load trailer and just go round and pick the bales up, just so that we can get on, like I say, to doing the job that we really needed to do for today. I do like following me, it's fantastic. It works so well as well on when doing stuff like this. Maybe not so well when you're trying to do some maize, fresh maize with a forage harvester, but hey, at least we managed it. Let's get that tractor past us, and we can go around the back of it. Excellent. So once I've spun this round, we will finally be done with this field anyway. Excellent. So what we'll do is we'll just drive up here, grab a few of the little extra bits, the worker will follow up, and then we'll unfold, ready to move into the next field, but again, I will do that off camera. So I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so that is all the fields mowed up, rowed up, tedded where we needed to. So what we need to do now is quickly run round and grab as many bales as we can. I still have the worker on follow me, by the way, just bringing the baler back. So we'll detach the row. We'll get the worker and take off this baler, because we're going to need to put the trailer on the back of the class. And we'll get the slurry tanker on the back of the fence so that we're prepped. So I'll get prepped and ready to do some slurry spreading, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, so we have a nice full slurry tanker, and we're only going to have time really to do this one field in this episode, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so it is starting to sort of fade. So we're going to unfold. One second, I need to change the tool. So we'll unfold the spray bar. Get it lower it down, and see how that works. It should work absolutely fine. It does. Oh my, this is taking a lot of power, and this is 250 horse. It's 200 and something horsepower, this tractor. Crikey. Right, so what we'll have to do is not go up the hill. It's heavy, that. Heavy, heavy, heavy. We'll go across the field instead. There we go, it's putting it in the ground now, and it's not struggling now that hill's not as steep. So we need to be really careful with how we're doing with that. Right, so I'll do a time lapse of getting rid of probably a few tanker loads of this slurry, and I'll be back with you in a few moments.
myself wondering, what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen.
Okay, so we've got two full slurry tanker loads on this field so far. I'm going to fill up the tanker again. That'll keep the slurry pit a little bit lower for next time. We're going to have to make sure we get as much out of there as possible, as much onto these fields as possible. The problem is, I don't know if we can keep emptying it because it seems to be coming in thick and fast. I mean, 100,000 litres of slurry has happened in, what, 12 months? I don't think we're going to get rid of it all on these fields. I mean, we can use as much as we can. And if there's any fertilising contracts, I guess we can use the slurry for them as well. But that's put us a fairly well fertilised field. I think it's going to be due a little bit more at some point down the line. I don't think slurry actually... Let's just fold this. I don't think slurry actually makes it 100%. Oh no, nitrogen perfect. Okay. So we will need to lime these fields, but that's okay, we can do that, no problem. Yeah, so we can lime them, no problem. Let's get that folded. So I'll go and fill this up, but that is all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more on Fairhead, when we will be in October then. Goodbye.